Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Renee here with LUMINESS Cosmetics. Just checking in with you because we are going to do something so fun this morning. We're actually going to get you into your airbrush system. And for many of you, it's going to be your first time. It's going to be one of your first times, if not the first time. So let's get you introduced to what we have here. So we have our airbrush system here. So this is where, this is the compressor. So this is going to generate your air. Then we have a hose. And then we have our stylus. So in the stylus here is a reservoir for you to put your product. And we send you a, like this is, gotta have it. Especially for me, I'm a little clumsy. So I like to have this cap. And this will help keep all of my product in there in case I get a little willy-nilly there using my stylus. So that's what comes in your box as far as your system. And then all you have to do is plug it in. It's that easy. We feel like you can do that. So we're all here because we absolutely love airbrush. We're intrigued by airbrush and we want to know more and we want to know exactly what we're doing when we open up our set. Hey, Nancy, thank you so much for joining us. So excited that you're here. I love that you check in with us all the time and you finally have your system. So I'm hoping that you're loving it as much as we do. So this morning, I'm going to go a little backwards. If you've watched any of our videos, or if this is your first time, usually we think about doing our foundation first and then putting everything else on top. But because we have versatile products and we can do things different ways, we're going to go backwards. And I'm going to do my makeup backwards all day today. So really, just a really fun little way because there are no rules. You can't do it wrong. So we're here to just walk you through what it's like to get your makeup done. What do you need? What do you have to do? But first and foremost, I always clip my hair back because I have rogue bangs and they tend to have a mind of their own. So, all right. Let's start. So we've talked about on different videos, and you can hop back onto our previous videos if you haven't joined us before to check out the different ways that we apply airbrush. And we usually do love last. So love is I'm going to show you up close and personal. This is love. This comes in your kit. So as you can see, there's some product here at the bottom. And that's okay. That's why we want to shake it up and we want to use it in our airbrush system. That's why we have to shake it up because our airbrush system distributes all of that product very evenly on the skin. And we don't use any of those extra icky binders to hold everything together. So it's just an absolutely beautiful formula. And it's going to just disperse on your skin just so evenly. So if you're just joining us, please be sure to drop a hey, hi. I love to see who's here. If you are, let us know where you're from. And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe and like and share because guess what? I love hanging out with you guys as much as you love hanging out with me. So I'm going to get on to starting with our love into our stylus. So it's easy as that. You just turn it on. I'm going to use my larger bottle of love because I've been using a lot of love lately. Hi, Wynette from Georgia. I'm in Florida, so we're not too far. I'm just going to put about 6 drops in there. And I'm going to start with love because love is this amazing hydrating illuminator. It does not have like a glittery feel, but it just gives my skin a pick-me-up. And I can just put that underneath. It hydrates my skin. And you can see now I have this beautiful light reflective finish that the light is just bouncing off my skin. And it just looks like I turned the lights on, but you can see there's no like color change. You can't see any lines. Morning Candy, you can't see any lines. You can't see any product at all. You just see this beautiful glow. Ah, come on down, Wynette. Would love you here in Florida. All right, let's add some blush. So usually you think about doing your foundation, then your blush, but because there are no rules and we do offer when we talk about our products, we tell you that you can put your blush under your foundation. Well, you know what? We're going to do it today. So we did Love First, which is super hydrating. So you see that I have this glow to my skin, no more morning dull skin. So if Love, yes, Love Wynette is this little guy. Ooh, let me pull it back so the light doesn't bounce off. It says Love on it. There we go. It's a hydrating illuminator. So it's just going to plump up the skin. It's just going because hydration makes the skin look smooth. It also gives a really beautiful glow. I absolutely just love it. You can wear it by itself. Like I could go out like this and I'd probably put mascara and lipstick on because I feel like I have to have those too. But as far as my skin goes, like, wow, I just love, love, love what it does. Candy, I saw them. We got so busy yesterday. I didn't want to give you a not fully attentive response. So that is on my list for this morning for sure. It comes as a side. It comes as its own piece, Wynette. You can order this by itself. You can use it with any foundation. You can use it with if you have silk, because we're going to go into the silk right now. And then I'm going to silk. I'm going to put that on, and then you can use any of the blushes or any of the Love or anything just by itself. So there's tons of stuff that you can do, whatever combination. We don't have rules. We don't make rules. Whatever you feel comfortable with, and play with it. We're going to give you some guidelines on these videos, definitely some how-tos. You're going to find the most success when you follow some of the things that we do, like keeping your airbrush stylus at least 4 fingers from your face, pulling back, using less is more. Those are some of what I would say are the closest things we have to rules. But besides that, you can use anything. You can use all of these products with anything. So in any order, whatever makes you feel best. So I wanted to practice what I preached today. And I've preached in the past week or so that you can always use Love under your foundation. So I'm using it. I've also practiced and preached that we can use our blush under our foundation. So I'm going to use Plum Blush. Sorry, let me show you. I ordered more blushes, and what's really cool is staying tuned. We're going to enhance these videos with a little bit of extra so that we can show you all the things that we have to offer here and also give you some great tips and tricks. So happy to continue to grow with you and as we learn more, and we love hearing from you. So Candy, thank you for your patience. We definitely have some stuff going on, super, super busy over here. In LUMINESS land. So I will get back to you. And I wanted to give you a true heartfelt email response. So I just wanted to give myself a few days to give a chance to really check them out, read what you were saying. I did see you had some different requests of products on there too. So, all right. So blush, Love first, then blush. All right, blush for me. So what's great about putting blush under your foundation is you absolutely can be a little bit heavier handed or not as precise. I mean, seriously. Oh, I got some right there. See, this is what's great about airbrush. Okay, now it's gone. If that were a powder product, it'd be sitting there. So I am going a little stronger with my blush right now because I know that it's going to be peeping through. Why not? You absolutely don't have to use the Love. Are you at a 010? Is that what color you are? You can also mix that Love into your foundation. So that's an option too. So right now I feel like my blush looks really intense, and that's okay. I am going to just put a little of my foundation. I'm going to use, I'm going to use the Silk 030. And we're going to run some of that through the airbrush because we did the blush first. So I just want to make sure I spray a little bit out. And I'm going to start on my cheeks because that's where I have my blush. But look at that blush just soften. Now it looks like I have a really subtle blush color. Like, you guys saw how much blush that was on there, right? Like, there was a ton of blush, and I did that on purpose. And this is where I had my little mistake. Gonna check out that little, I've been getting friends lately. I thought we weren't supposed to have people coming over. These little guys did not get the memo. All right, so that was it. Just takes a little practice, I promise you. I had to practice. Everybody here and at the home office, we all had to practice. Trust me, it is something that's new for us if you've never airbrushed before. Because you could have been a makeup artist, you could have never touched makeup before, but everybody's going to have that same learning curve. Like, everybody has to just practice. I mean, I know it sounds elementary, but it really is the true difference, 100% of what's going to help you feel really good about your makeup is just practicing it. So as you can see, I'm going to tell you, here's the truth. This is the first time that I did the backwards order. The first time. And I did it with you guys. And I messed up on my blush. And you know what? That's okay, because I fixed it. I'm going to just do a little lip color because I feel a little bit like a zombie. All right. So, I mean, hello, super, super simple. And I absolutely just love it. I love it in reverse. See, practicing what we preach is always a big thing, because I'm telling you, I think I'm, you know what, for the rest of the day, I'm going to do it backwards. So come back and see me when we go live at 10 Central. I know we have some East Coasters over here too. So 11 our time on the East Coast. Then at noon Central, which is 1 East Coast, we are going to do, I'm going to do full face. I'm going to do full face. We're going to do we're going to do so many products. We're going to do some fun. We're going to have some fun stuff, but we're going to start with the same stuff. We are 100% going to start with the reverse makeup application, because guys, I love it. Do you love it? I think it just looks, I think it looks so natural. Like, I think it looks super blended. I love it. Oh, it's so exciting. Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Nancy, you know what? You might be right, Nancy. I'm not sure. I think we might have lost our Georgia friend, Wynette. And I'm telling you, I think that it might have just been, you might be right. It might have just been not the perfect color. So we'll have to, hopefully Wynette joins us again and we can dig into that a little bit more. I can give her my email. Oh, there you are. Hey, I thought we lost you. So yeah, I'd love to chat with you. If you'd like to send me an email, renee.smith@luminessbeauty.com. Let me see if I can type it in there. We'd love to chat. I'd love to chat with you. I posted that in the comments for you. If you have questions, if you'd like to send me some photos, I mean, I'd be happy to. Thank you, Candy. I would absolutely love to chat with you, because I think that it would, and maybe we could figure out what's going on with your color, or if we need a different recommendation, because the ladies here were right. It should not affect the color of your foundation. So I'm not sure what was going on with that. So I'd love to chat with you, see what we can do to help write that for you. And you know what? I love hanging out with you guys. So will you guys come back and see me? And will you share, maybe post on your Facebook, social media, bring your friends over? I want to talk to airbrush. I want to talk airbrush with everybody, because I'm telling you, I think it really changes the way that we do makeup, and it gives us a totally different perspective of like how makeup can be and what it can do for you. Because I used to think that even getting ready, like just doing a little bit of makeup for me was like always had to be at least 15 minutes to get out of the door, like minimum. But it doesn't have to be that way. So, one last question I did want to go over is if you use more product and you want more coverage, you can continue to add passes over your skin with your stylus right where you need it. Like you don't have to go from top to bottom, blah, 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 blah. Like you don't have to do all of that. You can just do just continue to add some passes as you go. And also when you're done, if it feels wet and sticky, like it might be a little too much. So you can use a little less next time. And for me, I am going to bring back some other products because I want to show you just some things that I like to do to finish to do my makeup, because we do have like our getting started and getting like ready sets. But we know that we love to add mascara. We love to have a little bit of finished a little bit of a finished look to our product. And like, I feel like, yes, we can do our whole face with these 3 products, but I feel like I need mascara. I feel like I need a little lipstick and just something else to finish it up. Wynette, passes are how many times that you're in the same area. So if I need more coverage in one area, I'm not going to sit on that. So here I have like my, you can hardly see it anymore, but I have a friend, but I really think it's an enemy that comes in here that I needed to cover. And instead of sitting my airbrush, I'm not going to turn it on because there's nothing in it. But instead of holding my stylus right over my pimple, I said it. You want to continue, you want to come back and kind of loop around that area because the airbrush is a water-based product. So it has a water as how it helps to get on the skin mixed with minerals. So if you just put it in one spot, and you can try it on your hand, if you know what, let's do it. And I'm going to demo, and I'm going to use a darker color. I'm going to use a shade 140. Oh, why not? You're so sweet. I'm going to use Silk Shade 140, and I'm going to do it on my hand, and I'm going to show you what I mean by passes, because I will, especially using a darker color, that this is obviously not my color, as you can see, but I'm going to show you on my hand what we mean by passes, because it's really important when it comes to your makeup. I'm just going to put, I don't know how many in there, because I will end up cleaning this out for sure for my next application. So on my hand, see how I'm continuously moving? I'm trying to get you in a spot where we can see. So see how this is in the bottle, this is a 0. I mean, this is a 140. I'm a 030. So essentially this is a 14 and I'm a 3. So see, the passes are how many times that spray comes into one area. So do you see how my skin still pops through this? This is obviously not the correct color, but it's very, like you can almost see through it. Do you see how like you can still see my skin? It's like you can still see my veins. So that, I hope that helps. But I do want to show you what happens when you stay in one spot. Let me grab my amazing, do you guys have these eraser cloths? Okay, when you can see, that obviously the makeup was there, so let's take that off. And then I'll show you what happens when we stay in one spot. So this is why we continue to move so that the product spreads out with the air. So that's why we want to continue to go in passes so we don't have the drippy drips. because that's just too much product in one spot. So as you gently go over, it starts to create the coverage, and it just takes a little bit of time, of course, like seconds, but do you see what happens if you stay in one spot? So I hope that explains that a little bit more to you, because that's really important to understand when we're doing our makeup with airbrush, is that you always want to keep that moving. You want to keep the airbrush stylus moving so that you so you don't get that concentration of color in one spot, because it's not designed to have so much in one area at one time. As you could see, you create the drip. That's how I wanted my makeup to be, but it was caked on, and the erasers are wonderful. Yeah, so maybe, why not? I think what we're used to doing with regular foundation is that we're used to seeing it on our skin. And you could see this was obviously a significantly, let me hold them up next to each other. So this is the one I just demoed, and this is my color. So we can see that obviously it's not the right color for me. But on my skin, as I gently passed over it, because it is so thin, it just barely dusts your skin. So if you're used to traditional foundation application, you're used to seeing it on your skin. So this is one of those learning curves that we all have to get used to with airbrush is, pull back and look at the whole picture. I know that we like to get close and see everything right here, but pull back and look at the whole picture, because that's where you're going to see the results. That's where you're going to see why airbrush does what it does. And that's what makes airbrush unique. So, hey, Amber, welcome back. Good to see you again. So that's 100% what makes airbrush unique. Like, it just gives us just a little bit. And that is what's beautiful about it, is that you can look flawless. Like, gone are the days where flawless equals heavy. Like that, there used to be this stigma, like if you want flawless makeup, girlfriend, you better pile it on because it's going to cover everything up. But that is long, 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 long gone. Like, you don't need to think about it that way. Like, you don't need to worry about it that way, because the technology of our highly advanced formulas in our foundation, plus the airbrush system, is flawless makeup without the feel and the weight and the look of traditional makeup and foundations. So that's really what we are absolutely in love with airbrush. And that's why we're here to help you walk through some of those things that are a little bit different for you now, which is fine. Like, that's why we're here. That's literally why I come live at 8, 10, and today I'll be here at 12. That's why we come here. That's why we love talking to you about airbrush, and we love being live, because we want to answer your questions. Like, if we weren't here, like, we want to be here to walk you through these things and answer those questions for you, because we know that it's important, first and foremost. Get this bad boy, open it up, and try it. It's just makeup. It doesn't bite. I promise. Like, I've really tried, and it doesn't bite ever. So we love seeing you guys. I will be back at 10 Central for all of you East Coasters. That's 11, and Mountain 9, Pacific 8. Did I do that right? Thanks, Nancy. Thanks for tuning in. Candy, yes, we will never, ever, ever, ever go back to our regular makeup. And you got your root and brow. Oh, I just ordered some more root and brow because, guys, in my old age, I'm starting to see more gray. Oh! Okay. I will be back with a clean face. Thank you for tuning in, Amber. Thank you guys for subscribing to our channel. Please, 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 please share. Bring your friends. Talk to them about airbrush. It's seriously time changing, routine changing, and skin changing. Like, it like so beautiful on your skin. So I feel confident with it. I'm going to play with some makeup. Remember, today at noon, I'm going to do full face. So we're going to start backwards again. If you've missed the beginning of this video, we're going to come back at 10 and do backwards makeup like we did today. And I'll see you then.